Hi, welcome to Three Things Thursday with Robert Hertel. So this week I've had a couple agents approach me saying, Robert, I'm stuck in a rut, okay, or I'm in a slump. How do I break out of this, right? I don't have the energy I normally have. I don't have the motivation I normally have. I don't have the inspiration. I'm not getting the sales I want, XXX, right? I'm in a rut. I'm in a slump. How do I break out of it? Now, if there's a couple agents that have approached me on that this week, I know that means there's more agents out there that are going through the same thing. They just don't want to approach me on it, okay? For a variety of reasons. They're nervous, they're scared, they don't want to admit that they're in a rut, okay? They think they can break out of it themselves, whatever the case may be. But I know what's going on with more people out there, so I figured what a great time to make Three Things Thursday about being stuck in a rut or in a slump and how to get out of that, okay? How do we break out of that? Because the thing is, we got to break out of that as soon as possible. Because if your rut goes on for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, next thing you know, it's Christmas, it's New Year's, and you've been in a rut for the whole year, and you're going to look back and go, what the hell happened? All right? We want to avoid that. So we got to break out of that as soon as possible. So what I've done here today is put together 3 tips or 3 tricks, however you want to look at it, that can help you break out of the rut or slump that you're in. All right. Now, I could just say, well, go out there and get more deals, and the more money you make, the easier it is to break out of a rut and a slump. Okay, and I get that. Yes, if you can do that, great. But let's dive into some other tips and tricks that help you break out of a rut and get you going again, get you motivated, get you energized, get you more deals for the rest of the year so you have a monster 2017. All right, so let's jump into that. 3 tricks to help you break out of a rut. All right, first one is this. Put yourself in uncomfortable situations. Now, for some of you, putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation just means going to work. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. You guys are all hard workers. It's fantastic. But seriously, put yourself in uncomfortable situations, okay? If you don't normally talk to a specific demographic, go talk to that demographic. You don't typically work in a certain area, go work that area. Or even as something as simple as change where you work in the office. Okay? I'm going to give you an example. We had a girl in our office who, great agent, right? But she barricades herself in her office. And most of the time she's okay, but she kind of needed a little boost, So what I said is, get out of the office, get on the sales floor, and go prospect next to the other people who are on the sales floor prospecting. No, I don't want to do that. It's uncomfortable, I don't like people hearing me, things like that. No. You got to go. You got to go do it. Put yourself in an uncomfortable situation. It was pulling teeth getting her out there. But I'll be damned, she did it, and she went out there and just had a phenomenal day. Put yourself in uncomfortable situations, all right? Have conversations with people that you normally wouldn't have, okay? I don't like talking about this topic. I don't like talking about that topic. I don't like X, X, and X. Have those conversations. I don't like confrontation, whether it be with clients, friends, family. Have a confrontation conversation. Now, don't have a confrontation conversation if there's nothing to confront, okay? Don't just go out looking for confrontation. That might not be the best thing. But if there's something eking at you and you don't want to have that conversation because it's uncomfortable, have it, okay? Put yourself in uncomfortable situations. That will force you to change your mindset, change your reactions, change your emotions, and that will help you snap out of the rut that you're in right now. Maybe you're a little bit bored or fatigued with what's going on. An uncomfortable situation can spark some things, get you to react a little bit differently, and get you out of that rut. Okay, so number 1 is put yourself in uncomfortable situations. The number 2 thing is this. Make financial commitments that force you to grow. So, somebody told me this years ago. Make a financial commitment to something you can't afford today that's going to make you work for it. So let me give you an example. At the time, I couldn't afford a trip. Okay? I wanted to go to New York and I couldn't afford it. So a manager told me, book it. Book it knowing that you have to pay for it. It's in 6 months from now. You have to pay for it in 6 months. Mia, you got to bust your butt to make sure that trip's paid for. Otherwise, you're going to be screwed out of this money in this trip. So I did it. I booked a trip that I couldn't afford at that day, but I busted my butt to make sure when the trip came around, I could afford it. So make financial commitments that force you to grow. Put some things out there that you're going to have to pay for down the road that you can't pay for today. Or even something a little more simple, set a financial challenge for yourself. So find an accountability partner or a coach or whatever the case may be and say, look, I'm going to give you $100, okay? And every week for the next 5 weeks, if I hit all my goals, you give me $20 back. So if at the end of the 5 weeks I've hit my goals, I get my $100 back. But if I don't hit my goals for that week, you keep it. So I'm essentially just give you $20 for that week. So little things like that. Make financial commitments. You're in a rut. You're in a slump. You need to get re-energized, re-motivated. Put some money on it. You know, the old saying, put your money where your mouth is, all right? Nothing motivates people more than money, well, maybe fear, but money right there. So put a financial commitment on something that will get you going again because you don't want to lose your money. That's one thing that can help you out, all right? And the third thing is this, help you get out of a rut. Look at who you're surrounding yourself with and figure out if you need to surround yourself with different people. Now, we talk about this all the time, about surrounding yourself with the right people. It's one of the biggest tools that you can have, okay? So if you're in a rut, take a step back and look at who am I surrounding myself with right now? At work, outside of work, all these other different things. And am I surrounding myself with people that are kind of throwing the rut on me? They're draining my energy. They're sending negativity, all right? They're taking up too much of my time with their crap, all right? Figure that out and say, you know what? I need to surround myself with some different people. I need to go with people that are doing more production, that are energized, that are inspirational. Whether it's with, my company or they're doing things at other companies or other events or other industries, form a mastermind group to get yourself around other people that are looking to accomplish goals similar to yours or even goals higher than yours. Surround yourself with those people. Sometimes we just need to be around other people, okay? And maybe it's nothing to do with the people you're around. Maybe they're great people, but sometimes we just need to surround ourselves with other people that have great mindsets, that think big, that can help us grow. So think about that. So those three things, you're stuck in a rut, you're in a slump, do that. Put yourself in uncomfortable situations, make financial commitments that force you to grow, surround yourself with different people, all right? Positive, like-minded, energetic people. Do those three things and you will break out of your slump, break out of your rut right away. All of a sudden you'll be back in production, you'll be energized, you'll be motivated, and you will have a monster second half of 2017. That's your 3 Things Thursday for the week. I hope you have a great week. Please subscribe to my channel so you get all my other coaching videos, usually 2 a week. And I look forward to speaking to you again next week.